Hello, everybody. I've got my cat with me today, but today is day one of crushing your limiting beliefs. Now, what are limiting beliefs? What is holding you back? Those are the things that we're going to be talking about for the next couple of weeks. Limiting beliefs are so important for us to get our hands around and for us to really understand. So, by the end of this, I really want you to have a really good handle on what are your specific limiting beliefs and what you can really do about them. So, limiting beliefs are conscious or unconscious beliefs that hold you back. They might have been something that you were told in grade school, in elementary school. They're really thoughts that keep us from our full and absolute potential. Now, these beliefs are often burned pretty deeply and they really restrict us. I'll give you an example. Being very, very vulnerable here, I'll give you an example. I, when I was in elementary school, I like to think of myself as a leader, right? Well, I was a leader even then, but I didn't really know how to lead. So, yeah, you could say I was probably bossy, right? Well, one day I must have probably just been at the wit's end for the teacher. And I just remember this so distinctly. I probably wanted them to do something and was showing my leadership streak. But she finally said, Sandy, you are being so bossy today. I'm going to get you a cow tail and we're going to call you Bossy the Cow. That affected me so deeply. And everybody laughed and the teacher laughed. And I was from a small school, so it probably lasted a couple of days. But that became a limiting belief for me. And so, in my mind, leaders, that became, leaders became bossy, right? And so I really didn't engage with my leadership strategy until I was a freshman in college when I had a college professor that said, "You are such a leader. Why don't you, um, reach out and do these things? Why don't you do that?" And that was when I realized that I had still been holding that limiting belief from the time that I was in elementary school. So we know that all of us have limiting beliefs. And we know that many of these limiting beliefs are burned like really deeply into our brains. But the next couple of weeks, we're going to be talking about what we can do to think differently about those limiting beliefs. So, all of us have limiting beliefs. Sometimes, like I said, for me, they originated in childhood. Maybe they were instilled by parents, by friends, by teachers. Sometimes limiting beliefs happen as a result of experiences or traumas that we face. And sometimes there's just maybe no obvious explanation or no obvious reason. It's just a belief pattern that we have. So, whatever the case, it's really important that we keep these beliefs from damaging us, from keeping us from achieving our hopes and our dreams and our goals. Um, we want our limiting beliefs can really make us fearful. They can make us hesitant. That happened to me all through my high school and my elementary. And in some cases, limiting beliefs will stop us from taking action. They might even affect relationships with other people. So if we really want to achieve like our full true potential, we have to just destroy those limiting beliefs. And we're going to really think about being set free from those lies, those falsehoods, those things that we believe about ourselves and about the world that aren't true. We must learn to see things as they truly are instead of how we see them. We have to learn to see things how they truly are instead of how we see them. Now, Brian Tracy said, "You begin to fly when you let go of self-limiting beliefs and allow your mind and your aspirations to rise to greater heights." If we truly want to fly in life and to rise to our true aspirations and our true heights, then we really have to just start putting those crazy limiting beliefs behind us. And so the next couple of weeks, we're going to be talking about limiting beliefs. Usually I do a week at a time. I feel like this is a big enough subject that I really want to spend some time about it on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to be talking about some common ideas around some limiting beliefs. So there's like 14 pretty common beliefs. So we're going to look at one of those beliefs. We're going to rewrite them. We're going to kind of pull them apart. We're going to rewrite them into a limiting belief that really will empower us, really will empower you. And then I'm going to give you really specific actions that you can take around that rewriting of that limiting belief. And we're going to think about affirmations that will help us destroy that limiting belief and build up that new empowering limiting belief. So each of these lessons really contains important action tips. It's important that as we're thinking about limiting beliefs, that we just don't talk about it, but that we put things into action. And so be sure to go through all of the lessons with an open mind and just really try out the techniques, and remember that nothing is really going to happen for us or to us until we take action. So like I said, the next couple of days we're going to be ready to dive in on limiting beliefs. And so I hope you have a great night. I hope you think about what limiting beliefs you might have had or you might still have. And again, we all have these limiting beliefs. Some I think are pretty common to us as humans, and some we might carry our own. And so I'm excited to really dig into these limiting beliefs, and I look forward to you sharing the journey with me.